If you are one of the 7 million Americans currently on the Save Loan plan, that specific repayment option is permanently ending. A strict deadline is approaching that will dictate your monthly payments, your interest rates, and your path to loan forgiveness. Hi, I'm Easy Nance. My job is turning confusing federal policy updates into clear, plain English steps so you know exactly what to do with your money. Let's start with the facts. The SAVE plan, an income-driven repayment model introduced in 2023, was initially paused by federal courts. Following a settlement in late 2025, the Department of Education was forced to begin winding the program down. Then, Congress finalized the program's end by passing the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, formally eliminating the SAVE plan for all future borrowers. Between the court settlement and the new legislation, the SAVE plan is officially over. That leaves millions of borrowers needing to actively transition to a new repayment strategy. Right now, if you were on the SAVE plan, your loans are sitting in a temporary forbearance. No monthly payments are currently due. Take a look at this animated graph. While the flat line shows 0 payments, a red line representing your loan balance creeps upward as interest resumes. Plus, the forgiveness progress bar below is completely frozen. These forbearance months don't count toward loan forgiveness. Sitting in this administrative limbo is actively costing you both time and money. This brings us to the critical transition date, July 1st, 2026. Starting that day, loan servicers will begin sending official transition notices in waves. The moment that official notice hits your inbox or your physical mailbox, a strict 90-day countdown begins. You have exactly 90 days to select a new legal repayment plan. Let's look at what happens to a hypothetical borrower, Tom, who decides to ignore that letter.
Because Tom didn't pick a plan within his 90-day window, the government automatically enrolls him into a standard or tiered standard repayment plan. These plans calculate monthly payments purely on the total amount of debt Tom owes, completely ignoring his current income. For anyone accustomed to low, income-based payments, running down the clock guarantees a nasty financial surprise. Actively choosing your next plan is the only way to protect your budget. If you choose to take control, you have 3 primary alternatives to switch into. We can map these out on this comparison matrix. First is IBR, or income-based repayment. Under IBR, you pay roughly 10% of your discretionary income each month. Crucially, this plan still processes forgiveness after 20 or 25 years, and it qualifies for public service loan forgiveness. The new legislation also created a second option, shown here in the middle column, the Repayment Assistance Plan, or RAP. This is a sliding scale model where you pay between 1% and 10% of your income over a 30-year term, with the rate scaling up as you earn more. Finally, we have the Standard Plan in the third column. This offers fixed, highly predictable payments spread over 10 to 25 years. It pays the loan off entirely, but offers 0 flexibility if your income drops. There is no universally perfect choice. Your decision depends entirely on whether you prioritize immediate monthly cash flow, a long-term path to forgiveness, or getting completely out of debt as fast as possible. Let's look at how this applies to 3 specific borrower profiles. First is Jasmine, a nurse working toward public service loan forgiveness. Because the current forbearance period isn't adding to her 120 required payments, Jasmine needs to switch to IBR immediately. She should also ask her servicer about a PSLF buyback, a process that allows her to retroactively pay for the lost forbearance months so they count toward her forgiveness goal. Then we have Marcus, who has a lower income and cannot afford a massive fixed monthly bill. To avoid that auto-enrollment penalty, Marcus needs to actively apply for an income-based option, like IBR or the new RAP, to ensure his payments stay tied to his actual paycheck. On the other end is Diana. She earns a high salary and just wants to eliminate her debt quickly without submitting annual income paperwork. For Diana, the 10-year standard plan is the ideal fit. Financial safety comes from matching these updated federal rules to your exact life situation. Here is your immediate action plan. First, log into your account at studentaid.gov to confirm who your loan servicer is and ensure your mailing address is up to date so you actually receive your notice. Second, do not wait for the July 2026 deadline. If you know what plan you want, you can contact your servicer and initiate the switch today. Third, clarify your personal goal. If you want the lowest payment or you are pursuing public service loan forgiveness, prioritize getting onto a qualifying plan as quickly as possible. Fourth, be highly skeptical of aggressive debt relief companies calling or emailing you. Applying for or switching between federal repayment plans is always completely free. Student loan rules change quickly, and this is general educational information, not personalized financial advice. To keep up with the latest neutral facts without the political noise, subscribe to the Easy Nance channel. I'll see you in the next one.